Slide.
Phil Flynn, senior energy analyst at the Price Futures Group, who says we're likely to see price increases of 50 cents to $1.
I think around Christmas it's going to be a little bit more expensive to drive to your mother's house.
Although the U.S. is producing more oil than it did before the pandemic, an average of 13 million barrels daily, it's not prepped to fully offset cuts in other countries, especially with pushback from environmental agencies and activists to impose oil restrictions. In San Francisco, I'm Shannon Golden, KCBS.
Driving to sailing, San Francisco Bay Ferry set a lofty goal for itself a few years ago: become the quickest and fastest ferry system in the world. As KCBS's David Welch reports, thanks to grant money from the Federal Department of Transportation, that goal may become a reality.
There's a healthy competition among ferry networks. It's global, it's friendly, and it's all about who's cleanest and who's fastest. San Francisco Bay Ferry scores high marks for being green, but thanks to a $16 million grant from the FTA, they're hoping to pull away from the pack. Our goal is to have the best, fastest electric ferry in the world. Bay Ferry Executive Director Seamus Murphy says the newest grant infusion allows them to do just that. The Golden Gate Ferry, which services South Toledo, also received a grant, and both networks plan to use a combined $22 million to start building boats early next year.
Somebody's going to be faster and better shortly after we launch these, but that's how this works. We need to push the industry to continue to innovate.
In the race for cleanest and fastest, Norway has long been a global leader in electric ferries. Murphy says the Bay Area now has them in place.
We've raised the funding to actually get started and make some real progress towards replicating and even improving on what they have in Norway.
In San Francisco, David West, KCBS.
There will be a vigil in Antioch tonight focused on healing and unity. KCBS's Chris Carlo reports this comes after a difficult year in the city brought by scandal with its police department.
Federal and local investigations of the Antioch Police Department have already yielded indictments and exposed pages of racist text messages and memes shared among officers. And as I reflect back at the last year, a lot of us, including myself, reacted out of anger because we were just so hurt by what we were seeing. Which is why Antioch Mayor Lamar Thorpe says this vigil is so important. I think people where we need to just sit down together and literally we need to pray and pray that we heal our souls and move on. The vigil will feature 3 faith leaders and formal civic ceremony. We have the Western Mountain Storm. 4 or 5 individuals with the key to the city who, in my opinion, represent unity and working towards bringing people together every single day to heal people. Thorpe says this is not an attempt to turn the page on the police scandal, noting that investigations are ongoing and the shock that people felt. And I hope tonight provides that opportunity in the East Bay. Chris Carlo, KCBS.
You're more than 2 minutes away from your next KCBS traffic check.
What if you could slash your electric bills nearly in half?
You can. Central Solar is offering a new Solar Plus battery program that can cut your electric bill up to half. Here's how. We'll install solar panels and a battery at no cost to you. You know how much electricity your new panels produce. You'll save thousands of dollars on your electric bill. There's nothing for you to own or maintain. There's nothing for you to repair. There's nothing to worry about. You just pay a significantly lower electric bill. It's the simplest and easiest program that will save you thousands of dollars starting day one. Central Solar is your local solar battery solar. We get the job done all you don't have to buy a Solar Plus battery. You don't have to worry about fixing or maintaining it. You don't have to worry about anything. Slash your electric bill by up to half. Call 415-367-0747. Solaris.com. Solar credit call. Offer subject to change at any time. See website for details. Offers last 11/6/2023.
This is the Eye in the Sky Traffic Watch, brought to you by Ring Central. This is Neil, your eye on traffic, and today looks like a doozy. You want my advice? Ditch the commute and connect on Ring Central. They put call, meet, and message all in one app, so you can connect with anyone, anytime. I'm hearing from Chet in the studio. You're breaking up, Chet. Looks like you should have called on Ring Central.
Ring Central. Phone communications. Holiday stories from Same Company customers.
It's our first Christmas together, and I wanted to get her something special. That's why I went to Shane Company. They had so many great gifts to choose from. It was a toss-up between hoop earrings and an emerald bracelet. So I got both. One for under the tree and one for her stocking.
Shop holiday gifts in every price range. Fine jewelry crafted with care and made to last a lifetime. Says the Susan Design. Shane Company. Fine jewelry since 1929.
Since first opening its doors in 1964, Fremont Bank has approached banking with a simple idea in mind. Growth comes one customer at a time. You see, while some institutions might be on the lookout for the next big thing, we like to think that's what you'll be. And when you achieve great things, it leads to success throughout the community. It also allows us to continue our tradition of giving back to the region. The strategy has proven successful for nearly 60 years, and we expect to continue success for years to come. Fremont Bank, putting the community in community banking.
In my quest for the perfect rest, I discovered the importance of a pillow. That is the oxygen pillow from European Sleepwear. It's custom fitted to just the right height and firmness. No more crunching and bunching all night. It supports the head and neck, which also can help nighttime breathing. Find out why they sell thousands. The oxygen pillow from European Sleepwear at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley, or online at sleepworks.com.
Traffic and weather together on the 8th at 5:38. We're going back to Santa Rosa. The news hasn't been good up there all afternoon. Kim has the update.
There was a 6-car wreck, and it took a really long time to clear on 101. It was near the Steel Lane, northbound, but both northbound and southbound were impacted. The lanes have all been cleared, open, but there's a ton of heavy residual traffic still in both directions approaching Steel Lane. And Marin County has also been a headache. All because of a couple of crashes, but one in San Rafael, northbound 101 at North San Pedro, that was tying up traffic because multiple lanes were blocked earlier this afternoon. The crash is long gone, but it's still just dragging out of Sausalito, northbound 101 from Roseville Avenue. I consider the Chilton Autobody Switching Camp, so that's not a fun ride tonight. And in Solano County, we just got a call about a bad crash in Fairfield on Interstate 80, thanks to Christina. Westbound side, Interstate 80, she come down from Vacaville before Manuel Campos. She said that it's a 6-car crash there. The right lane is blocked, probably more, and westbound really stacking up, eastbound beginning to back up before the left turn left. Next up is 548 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
We saw more sun than clouds today, but we still have a chance of a rogue shower here and there all the way through Saturday.
I should be 1070. Yeah, I mean.
Percent certain what to expect from the care court process.
No projections on how many people might opt in for care court, and there was some confusion about people charged with serious crimes, whether or not they'd be eligible for care court. In Norwalk, I'm Craig Figner, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The ACLU and a number of other groups that campaign on disability and civil rights strongly oppose the new law. They say it will end up coercing prison inmates or homeless people to accept help. But that's not the view of family physician Dr. Susan Partuvi, who is medical director of Homeless Healthcare Los Angeles. She tells us she's worked for 20 years with people on the streets who have severe mental illness.
It's actually a very, very exciting time, an exciting law. I mean, it's basically the state saying, here's some money to take care of these people who aren't being taken care of. And there's nothing in the law that says they have to do it or else.
She says the measure is trying to get to people with schizophrenia and other conditions the help they need before they die behind bars or on the streets. Congratulations to Mike Resendez of San Jacinto. He knew the correct year of our timeline contest, 1986. As a result, Mike, you get a pair of tickets to see Trevor Noah at Yamava Theater on December 16th. It's 5:41.
We need to stay connected to each other and turn toward each other and not against each other.
SoCal's only 24/7 connection is KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Jennifer York here. When your hot turns to cold, you better think fast. Fast water heater. Call 800-885-FAST. That's 800-885-FAST. Or visit fastwaterheater.com.
Fast water heater.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps? Done. And drop off these packages?
Sure thing, honey.
Oh, and get the tracking info.
Got it.
But you haven't moved.
I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Here's today's tax tip with Mary Dillman, partner in the trust and estate practice at Citron Cooperman.
Estate plans should be reviewed frequently and updated when necessary to ensure they still accomplish your goals and objectives. A plan may need to be updated because of a birth or death in the family, marriage or divorce, and business succession planning. Another reason to update an existing estate plan is to take advantage of the increase in the lifetime exemption. The exemption is currently $12.92 million, which means you can transfer assets up to this amount without incurring a federal gift or estate tax. This exemption is set to expire in 2026, at which time it will be cut in half. It is important to plan now for the use of the increased exemption.
Today's tax tip was brought to you by Citron Cooperman. Visit citroncooperman.com. That's CITRIN Cooperman.com. They focus on what counts by providing critical industry insights and professional services to clients for over 40 years.
During the big year-end event at Theodore Robbins Ford, you won't find any additional dealer markup. None. But what you will find is additional year-end savings. From $500 up to $5,000 off MSRP on select new Fords, like the 2023 E-Transit van. And that's on top of any manufacturer's incentives. Don't miss this big year-end event going on now at Theodore Robbins Ford on Harbor Boulevard in Costa Mesa.
Save big every day during our 25 days of deals at Lowe's. Right now, get the lowest prices of the year on select major appliances. Get up to 45% off and save an extra $100 on every $800 you spend on select major appliances. And buy now, pay later with Lowe's Pay. Because Lowe's knows deals every day. About 12/6. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details. Subject to credit approval.
This year, Staples will not be celebrating the holidays. Instead, we're celebrating the holiday deals with amazing savings for the holiday season. Save 60% on custom holiday cards, save 60% on custom invitations, and save 60% on custom photo gifts like mugs and calendars. During Staples holiday deals, it's not about the ho-ho-ho, it's about saving do-do-do. Save 60% on custom cards, invitations, and photo gifts today at Staples. And 12/2, visit staples.com/print for more details.
If you're hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, call the attorneys at Sweet Chain. 1-800-9-MILLION.
LA's Afternoon News, I'm Rob Archer.
And I'm Margaret Carrero. Coming up,
A breakthrough to extend the life of larger dogs.
and the sheriff says the murder of a man inside his car was a follow-home attack.
545 on KNX News. Traffic is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel. Here's Brian.
Start in El Monte, 10 East, right before the 605. Looks like we've got a crash working in the far right lane. You're slow there already, even before you get to the 710, but it gets a little slower right at Baldwin. Now, that's eastbound. Westbound, we've got a problem right at San Anita Avenue. I don't have details yet, but I can tell you that's got you slow now. Almost back to the 605. Scotty was telling us about this problem at Irwindale Avenue on the 210 eastbound. That's gone, but the backup's not. Still really tough for you coming out of Pasadena for that eastbound side of the 210 freeway. Speedway, let's go to Scott. He's got a look at your drive on the 110. Maybe a little problem just south of downtown. Scott's in the Southern California Toyota dealers, Sky 1.
Yeah, not too big of a deal, but it's definitely there. North 110 before Adams, some right shoulder activity, and just watch out for it. CHP is down there. Looks like the slowing starts around Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, but don't be too surprised if they're slowing south of there through South LA. Bottom line stays heavy to the 5, all the way up in the Leisure Park there. South 110, that's going to get slow right at Hill Street. That'll stay slow into South LA.
Our 10 is slow both directions through downtown, especially eastbound, of course, coming out of Santa Monica. Still really tough. Tell you what's really tough, too. Our 210 west at Latuna Canyon, just past that, we had an earlier truck fire, so the cleanup continues. That's why you're slow from the 2. The Hollywood Freeway northbound from, we'll call it Silver Lake Boulevard, it is slow from that point, even as you make your way to the 170 portion. Stays tough all the way up to the 5 freeway. And keep in mind, Laurel Canyon still shut down south of Staticoy, north of Sherman Way, due to police investigation here. We'll have more on that coming up, and that's probably going to be closed for quite a while. Rock Band Heart, fronted by Ann and Nancy Wilson, going to perform hits like Barracuda and These Dreams at Yamava Theater December 27th at Yamava Resort Casino in San Manuel. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com or the casino box office. Must be 21 to enter, please. Gamble responsibly. 5:55, the next report from the Toyota Glendorf.com 24-hour traffic center.
We could see some scattered to isolated rain showers, especially in southern Orange County and the Inland Empire this evening. Otherwise, the rain part of this front has moved out. Still chilly, it's still unstable, but the rest of us should stay mainly dry, aside from southern and eastern sections of Southern California. Temperatures stay chilly, though, even with sunshine again tomorrow and again on Saturday. We're likely not hitting 70 in Los Angeles until Sunday. That said, we're likely going to hit 80 by the middle of next week. I'm KCAL meteorologist Paul Diano for KNX News 97.1 FM.
Right now we have 60 degrees in Orange, 55 in Thousand Oaks, 59 in Carson.
It is 5:47. There is great news for lovers of big dogs. Brian King has the story.
If you've had a big dog in the past, you know all too well that they tend to live shorter lives than small breeds. A Great Dane might live 7 or 8 years, about half the average lifespan of a Chihuahua. But a San Francisco-based biotech company named Loyal has passed an early FDA approval phase for a new drug that can improve their quality of life in old age and in turn add months or years to it. Salim Haliwa is Loyal's CEO.
So what the drug is doing is trying to compensate for what we think is the reason why big dogs have such short lifespans. And when we selectively bred dogs for size, we inadvertently selected for genes that are really, really effective in making a dog grow big in puberty, but also make them age at a faster rate, get sick faster, and die sooner. So the drug is attempting to compensate for that to give them more healthy years.
Loyal's drug, which would come in the form of a routine injection every 3 to 6 months, could hit the market by 2026. I'm Brian King, KNX News 97.1 FM.
The LA Zoo Holiday Lights Show is turning things down a notch next week for people with sensory issues. Emily Valdez reports from Griffith Park.
New lights.
That's why there's a special night at 6 November 5th. They're going to be turning the music down. They're going to be limiting the number of people who can come in.
We know that that's a need, so we're allowing people to exit and from the same ticket.
You can buy your tickets online and in advance on the LA Zoo website. I'm going to about that.
CFAA wants to make sure that new planes have cockpit voice recorders that save 25 hours of sound up from the current 2 hours to prevent valuable information from being lost.
The cockpit voice recorder is one of the 2 so-called black boxes that capture data that is used to investigate crashes and close calls. In one case in January, an American Airlines plane crossed an active runway at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport without permission from air traffic controllers, forcing a Delta Airlines flight to avoid a takeoff and brake to a stop. Investigators, however, were unable to hear what the American pilots were doing because they took off for London and the reporters taped over all the cockpit sounds after 2 hours. Regulators in Europe already require the 25-hour recording for new planes over a certain range. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
5:15, time for a look at your money. Here's Bloomberg's Andrew O'Day. As TV watchers wait for new programming to appear on the tube following Hollywood strike delays, the owner of ABC is going to use the network to promote a popular streaming show. Disney will air the first season of Hulu's Only Murders in the Building over 4 days in January, providing fresh programming for broadcast viewers, and Disney hopes also entice some people to catch subsequent seasons of the show by becoming Hulu subscribers. Right now, the mobile gaming business is dominated by Apple and Google. Microsoft wants a seat at that table, too. The head of Microsoft's video game division says today that his company is talking to partners to help launch a mobile gaming store in hopes of taking on Apple and Google's commanding lead in the business. Well, it finished to a big November for Wall Street. Dow rose 520 today. NASDAQ, though, lost 32. S&P rose 17. For the month, the Dow and S&P rallied 9%. NASDAQ almost 11%. Bloomberg's Andrew O'Day from the California Deluxe Windows Money Desk on KNX News 97.1 FM.
This holiday shopping season comes with a shout-out.
LA's #1 retail theft capital of the country.
The dramatic escalation.
Business owners have had it.
These people are committing crimes in our stores.
Why is it happening? What can stop it?
Join us for a KNX News Town Hall. Smash and grab. Stealing the season.
Tuesday, December 12th at 5.
Only on KNX News 97.1 FM.
You may not see termites like you do flies or spiders, but termites can be so much worse and doing real damage to your home right now. It's Vicki Moore. Stop putting off that inspection and make the call today to Pacific Coast Termite, 800-PACIFIC. Your home or business are probably your most valuable assets, right? So take care of them. Call now for your free thorough inspection. No obligation, but if you go ahead with the treatment, it's no tent, no move out, no